Welcome to another edition of HTV. I'm Tanaya Byrne.
And I'm Amaya Roberts. This week on HTV, we will discuss the West Tennessee State Art Competition, the biology projects in East Campus, and so much more.
Hey Amaya, what would you do if there was a dog in the studio right now?
Well, I would pet it.
Well, that might be a bad idea. Find out why next on HTV. Hey Amaya, I was on Snapchat after school and saw that there was a dog on campus recently. Did you see it?
No, but some of my friends did.
HTV reporter Malaya Waller is here to find out what you should do when there's a dog on campus.
We take our dogs everywhere, to the park, on a bike ride, maybe even to the beach. But imagine taking your dog to school. Recently on campus, we had a little visitor of our own.
Oh my gosh, it's so came inside.
I spoke with a couple Southside students who encountered this canine friend.
Well, most kids actually go and want to pet it and hold it, and most of the band kids named it yesterday, Billy Bob. And we all surrounded it, and everyone was petting it and didn't want it to go outside. They wanted to keep it.
Well, they're confused and they get excited because it's not normal. So they're just like, wow, a dog, and then get really excited about it.
However, not all dogs are as healthy as they seem. I spoke with Melissa Perry, who majored in animal science during college, about a few safety tips when coming in contact with a stray.
So there are really three reasons why students should not mess with animals that come on campus. Number one, you don't know if that animal is friendly or not, and it may appear that it is friendly, but you know, some animals don't do crowds, some dogs don't do crowds, so when you crowd it, it could get aggressive. Number two, you should never open the door and let the animal inside, because that's just going to cause chaos here on campus. And number three, you can't tell if that animal has been vaccinated, and it could very well have something like rabies that is easily transmittable to humans through a bite or even some of their saliva getting in a cut on your skin. And it's deadly, by the way.
Though dogs can be playful and cute, it's still important that you take caution when approaching animals other than your own. For Hawk TV, I'm Malaya Waller.
Thanks, Malaya.
Today our football team takes on the Liberty Crusaders.
Please come out to the Hawks Nest at 7 o'clock to see the big game.
Well, obviously we started off really good. We had a few injuries. We hadn't been able to bounce back from that. We just got to get the guys healthy and learn how to finish ball games. Well, it's a big game. Obviously, we're split right now, and for us to make the playoffs, we need to win. We got to win at least one of these last two. So this is obviously potentially one of the biggest games we've played all year, because we only have 2 region games left, and you got to win one of them.
Yearbooks are now on sale. You may buy a yearbook in room 12E from Ms. Dalton, or you may purchase one online at www.yearbooksforever.com. Yearbooks are $80. Don't miss out.
Government school applications are now available online. If you are a sophomore or junior and are interested in government school, please see the student services. Remember that if you have a 3.0 and attend government school, you will receive a gold cord at graduation.
Trick or treat yourself to the Improv Show, November 3rd and 4th at 7 o'clock. Be there or be scared.
Big shout out and congratulations to Mr. Josh Reed on his acceptance to Austin Peay State University. Your Hawk family is so proud of you.
Hey, Tanaya. What would you do with $1 billion?
Well, I would probably buy a car, a house, clothes, shoes.
Well, someone is spending $1 billion on the sun's orbit. Here's William James with this week's episode of Science Dash.
This is NASA's Parker Solar Probe. Its mission will revolutionize our understanding of the sun. It will travel near the sun's surface, facing conditions of brutal heat and radiation.
And it should go through the outer atmosphere of the sun, pointed at the sun to measure the atmospheric temperature and the inner workings as best it can of the sun.
Planet Earth is 93 million miles from the sun. The Parker Solar Probe, which is unmanned, will come as close as 3.9 million miles to the sun.
I read that it has 5-inch thick carbon heat shields to be able to withstand the 10,000 degree Fahrenheit temperatures plus as it orbits the sun.
It will travel more than 7 times closer to the sun than any spacecraft that has ever come before. NASA plans to use the data collected to improve forecasts of major space weather events that impact life on Earth, as well as astronauts in space.
It's the hope of NASA to learn more about the interplanetary space, not just the inner workings of the sun, but how Earth fits into the solar system as it is.
The mission is expected to cost $1.6 billion. For HTV, I'm William James.
A jet, a boat, another car, and
Okay, we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Hello, I'm Ron Smith, Regional Creativity Manager for Apple. This may be the newest and most amazing product we have put out there. So here it is, the new iPhone X. It's gonna be, I think it speaks for itself. One of the new features is faster texting, okay? With other iPhones, the carrier might have been fast, but the iPhone blocked the text from being received for a certain amount of time. But now, we've fixed the problem with a more powerful processor. Here, watch. Well, that's unfortunate. Now I'm going to tell you about the next great feature, the amazing call quality. With the iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus, the calling quality was good. Great actually, but we could still improve. So now, the quality is amazingly great. Here, let me show you. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly. It's almost like you're in the same room as me. Now I want to show you the new, completely waterproof feature. Here, let me dump some water on this. And it works perfectly. The new iPhone X. Buy it now. We love money, your service.
welcome back. The theater has been working on several things this semester.
Here's Allie Bessel with part 3 of her theater report.
The theater program is looking into doing 2 shows this year, A Raisin in the Sun and Still Magnolias.
Raisin in the Sun is taken from a play, is actually taken from a poem by Langston Hughes, I believe, and it's about a family in the 1950s who are black, and they're trying to move into a white neighborhood, and they're trying to decide what to do with this insurance money that's been left to them, and there's a debate that happens, like, do we buy a store, do we send it to use it for college for our kids? It's a really intense and emotional play that I'm so excited to get to produce. Steel Magnolias is a one-set play that takes place in Louisiana in the 1980s in a beauty salon, and it is an all-female cast. So lots of great Southern accents, lots of 80s clothing, and a really, really heartwarming and beautiful story. So I'm very excited about that one as well.
And if you have any concerns about joining theater,
if you've ever thought about trying out for theater, this is the year to do it.
For Hawk TV, I'm Allie Vestal.
Hey Maya, have you seen the new basketball picture posted in West Campus?
Actually, I haven't, Sanaya.
Well, here's Hawk TV reporter Bryce McBride with more about that.
I'm here with Coach Manil. Coach, tell us about the latest photo that was posted.
The latest picture to go on the state tournament wall, it's the girls basketball, first one since '94.
When does the official practice start?
First practice can start the first week of November the 1st. So we're probably going to start that Sunday just to get rolling. So I guess that's the 28th.
The Fine Arts Department is pleased to announce the winners of the 2017 West Tennessee State Art Competition.
Here's Mr. Gott with more information.
The art competition is a yearly competition, and this is a West Tennessee State competition. And we have one for East Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, and also West Tennessee. And this goes all the way from Memphis all the way up to Union City. And this particular competition is a juried art show. That means that they judge it in particular categories for first, second, and third place, and then best of show. The Jackson Art Association also gives an award as well, and even the people who go in and view the exhibit can also vote for one as well. And they give not only ribbons but prize money as well. And I was really proud of our Southside students. They do a beautiful job.
Last week, the ROTC had their AMI.
Hawk TV reporter Adam Steinmetz visited with ROTC cadets to recap the big event.
The Southside Naval Junior Reserves Officer Training Cadets completed their annual military inspection in September. The cadets completed everything from the uniform inspection and the armed and unarmed drill team.
AMI overall, it was pretty good, but I believe it could have been better.
I think the AMI went pretty well. There were some things we could have done better, but I think we did a good job overall.
Oh, I personally think that our Southside JROTC company did pretty good on the AMI.
While some cadets earned perfect 10s and other cadets got 9s, I asked the cadets what they got on their uniform.
What I made on my uniform inspection, it was a 9 out of 10. Why I made it? Because I did not shave my face.
I made a 9, but I kind of understand because my shoes were like matte. I could have spent more time polishing them.
I made a 9 out of 10. I wasn't all too impressed with that. Neither was my family, but I did the best I could do. I think it was because I shined my shoes and they weren't up to where they needed to be.
Commander Nerf Dow was the guest inspector for the unit and was responsible for grading each cadet. Commander Dow is in charge of 7 states, including Tennessee.
He asked me what my plans were after high school, and I told him I was going to college. He asked me what I was going to major in, and I said probably engineering.
Commander Dow, he asked me first, he said, "Son, what would you like to do after high school?" I told him that I had plans on enlisting into the Navy. He asked me why. I said I wanted to go be a Navy SEAL or go to be a naval mechanic.
While some cadets enjoyed the AMI, others did not.
My favorite part of the AMI was whenever me and my ones did a counter column.
My favorite part of AMI was when me and 7 other cadets did exhibition where we tossed rifles to each other and marched.
My favorite part of the AMI was the ceremonial session whenever all the special teams came out and we showed off like exhibition and drill teams and everything, and I think we did pretty good.
With this year's AMI done and over with, the cadets hope next year's AMI will be even better. For Hawk TV, I'm Adam Steinmetz.
Well, that's it for this edition of Hawk TV.
Don't forget to tune into next week's episode, and remember,
today is a great day to be a Hawk.
What's up, YouTube?
Welcome to another.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. I'm from Keenan with his awesome little angel. I got. I might not. What is that? Got Maya tonight. Look, follow me on